The last time Pittsburgh beat Chicago, Mike Tomlin wasn't even the Steelers' head coach. But the Bears in 16 years.
Pittsburgh, they love the black and gold. Field tunnel, they're set, we're set as the Steelers. Steeler ball club entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season,
before the game there's any doubt, they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy. Got to get that changed around.
He's going to be dropped following 2. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here now is 2nd and 10. Again from the 41. Fields now to throw. Swings this out here for Cohen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago. On 1st down, it's Fields. It's brought in by Jeffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the control since 2004. 6-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They run for it with Harris. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Fields throw pulled in by Robinson here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Back to throw, Fields. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The numbers in last week's game for Graham. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one up.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 now. Running left, Montgomery. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Ray McCloud deep for Pittsburgh. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Cohen. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
Play action. It's Fields.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he works free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And this will be caught by Mooney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Montgomery. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger flushed out right.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool,
his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Fields on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ray McCloud will return, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. They run again with Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
To throw is Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Fields now to throw.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Here's Fields.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
86 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Now Roethlisberger on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again? And
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. 118 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Fields. This is caught by Robinson. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Flush to his right, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And now out come the Steelers. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Harris. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun, Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Ebron. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger going to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Pittsburgh, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.